everyone, my name is Olga. Welcome to another favorites video where I share with you my favorite foods, natural and cruelty-free skincare and makeup products, and other random things that make me happy. I have quite a lot of things to go through today, so let's get started. I'm going to start with the food favorites as always because, you know, I like to eat. And the first thing I wanted to show you is this baba ganoush from the company called Sunflower Kitchen. This is probably the best store-bought baba ganoush that I've ever tasted. I did a little bit of research on the company and turns out they're a family-owned Canadian brand and they're actually located very close to where I live, so it's amazing to be able to support local businesses. They have a line of different products. Most of them are dips, hummus and soups, but all of them are vegan, gluten-free, and made with amazing whole ingredients. So this is exactly what attracted me to this baba ganoush. I read the ingredient list and I was really happy to see that there are no preservatives and no other scary chemicals that don't belong in your baba ganoush. Of course, you can make your baba ganoush at home. It will probably be much cheaper this way. I should probably make a video for that, but it's good to have options. You can't always make everything homemade all the time. At least I don't have time to do that, so it's amazing that there are clean and yummy products like this one out there. I haven't really tried any of the other products, but I'm really looking forward to because this baba ganoush is the bomb.com. Another store-bought snack that I love is dried mangoes, and I usually buy them from Whole Foods in their bulk section, but for the past few times that I was there they actually didn't have any, so I looked around and I found these unsweetened dried mangoes from the company called Solar Gold. I love dried mango, and I don't understand why a lot of brands decide to add sugar to their dried mangoes because they're already really sweet. So I like this brand because they don't add sugar, they don't add sulfur. The only ingredient that they have is dried mangoes, and they also say that they dehydrate their mangoes at a very low temperature, so that means digestive enzymes are still alive, which is amazing. If you like dry fruits and you've never tried dried mangoes, definitely do. The next food item is a special treat, and it's not something that I eat every day or even every week, but it is something that I became quite obsessed about, and it's this cookie from the company called Sweets from the Earth. I randomly picked up this cookie at Whole Foods, and to be honest, I had very low expectations, but I was curious to try it because it says it's vegan, it's gluten-free, it's free of soy, it's sweetened with coconut sugar. So when I tried it, I could not shut up about it for the next 2 days. My boyfriend and I walked from Whole Foods back to our house, so for the next 30 minutes I was just praising this cookie, and when I got home I just had to tell everyone. Basically, I became this cookie's #1 fan. So what's so special about this cookie? Well, this is the chocolate super stuffed cookie as they call it, and it's basically a chocolate fudge stuffed cookie. So there's chocolate for once, and then the texture is so soft and chewy. I think a lot of conventional cookies don't have as good of a texture as this cookie does. It also has the right amount of cinnamon and vanilla, so it's very flavorful. Basically, as you can tell, I am obsessed. This is a Canadian brand, so I doubt that you will find their products outside of Canada, but I am determined to reverse engineer this cookie recipe because I want you guys to try it. So now that I've talked about my special treats, let's talk about an ingredient that I use and consume in abundance. Cilantro. Like a lot of people, I used to hate cilantro. Whenever a recipe called for cilantro, I would always use parsley instead. Then about a year ago, I think it was when I was testing different salsa recipes, I decided to give cilantro another chance, and ever since then we've been inseparable. I now think that cilantro is a cooler and much more exciting version of parsley. I like putting it in soups, salads, salsa, and on potatoes. Oh my god, cilantro and potatoes are just my thing. Cilantro is a great source of vitamin K, and vitamin K is known for preventing you from bleeding to death when you cut yourself. It also helps to make your bones stronger and can help prevent heart disease. So if you're like me and you hate cilantro, maybe give it another chance. Who knows, maybe you'll change your mind about it. My next favorite is this glass teapot that I already featured in my very first Time for Tea video. Actually, let's pause for a minute. Time for Tea is one of my other favorites because it's the new series that I launched on my channel where I answer your questions and talk about things that matter. The first episode is already out, so if you haven't seen it, I'll put the link for it in the description, so make sure to check it out. But back to the teapot. I love the design of this teapot, and I like that it's big in size. As you know, when I drink tea, I drink a lot of it at once, and it's also big enough to make several portions, so you can serve it to several people. It comes with the glass strainer. Whoop. So it's good to use for loose leaf teas. And I forgot to mention that I got this tea on Amazon, and I'll put the link for it in the description along with all the links for the products that I'm talking about today. And so on Amazon it comes with 12 flower or blooming teas, as they're called. And blooming teas are actually these balls of tea that bloom into a beautiful flower once you steep them. It's actually really cool and really pretty, so you can invite your friends over for a tea party and enjoy this beautiful experience, or you can just do it by yourself. You know, who cares? My next favorite is a cookbook, and it's this massive book called Food of Life: Ancient Persian and Modern Iranian Cooking and Ceremonies. My boyfriend is Persian and I love Persian food, so I asked him to get me a cookbook, and he got me this beauty. This book has over 300 recipes, and it's a combination of traditional Persian recipes and recipes made with a modern twist. What I love about this cookbook is that they give you, for pretty much all of the recipes, they give you a vegetarian variation. Most of the time it's even a vegan variation, so you don't have to think how you can make a certain recipe vegan. They already tell you how. I also like that the book comes with beautiful pictures. I always appreciate that in cookbooks, and it has a lot of stories and information about Persian culture and different ceremonies that they have that have to do with food. I love learning about different cultures and different cuisines, and Persian food definitely has a special place in my heart because of my boyfriend and his family. In one of my previous favorites videos, I asked you for a recommendation for a good natural mascara, and so many of you suggested that I try the mascara from the company called 100% Pure. So I did, and I loved it. First, let's talk about the packaging. I even saved the tube that it comes in because I think it's so pretty. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but for now it stays. And then the mascara itself is just beautiful. But of course the most important thing is that it works really well. It gives great volume and definition, and like the name suggests, it is 100% pure. All the ingredients are natural and vegan. Most of the ingredients are basically just fruit pigments. So I've been loving this mascara. Thank you so much for everyone who recommended it. This is why I love making these videos, because not only do I get a chance to share with you the things that I love, but you guys give me such great advice and good recommendations that it's just awesome. Anyways, thanks. I forgot to mention that I use their black tea mascara, which is basically the black mascara that they have. I've also picked up their luminous primer. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube rave about it, and it's also one of their best sellers. This is basically a primer for your face, so you would apply it before putting on makeup, and it makes such a big difference. It makes my skin smoother and brighter, and just like the mascara, the ingredients are really clean and they're cruelty free. So this is a really awesome product that I've also been loving. So far I've had a great experience with this brand, so I'm definitely looking forward to trying more of their stuff. Another one of my recent beauty favorites is this bronzer from the company called Alima Pure, and this is another great natural and cruelty-free brand. Their bronzers are vegan, they don't contain any animal products, and I use the bronzer in the shade called Mona Low. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll leave the name for you in the description if you want to check it out. But this is a great matte bronzer which I think will work for many different skin tones. My next favorite is a Neti Pot and Neti Salt. I've actually had this Neti Pot for many years, and I've used it from time to time more for preventive measures. I've never really had a sinus infection, but a few months ago I've noticed that I developed a mucus problem in my nose and my throat. I don't know why it happened. I still don't know the cause of it. Usually dairy products create mucus, or excess soy products. As you know, I don't do dairy, and I also rarely eat soy, so I still don't know why it happened, but it started to irritate me quite a lot. I would always have to clear my throat like this. It's just unpleasant. So then I remembered that I had a Neti Pot, so I started to use it every single morning as a part of my morning routine, and so far it's only been a couple of weeks, but I already noticed such a huge difference. My mucus is not gone completely, but it's definitely better. And I also wanted to give this Neti Salt a shout out. I've used to use just regular sea salt for my Neti Pot, but it would irritate my nose quite a lot, and this is a salt that is specifically designed for your Neti Pot. It is pure non-iodized salt, and it's very gentle. So far it hasn't given me any problems. This bag has over 400 scoops in it, so I'm sure it's gonna last me for a very long time. So if you want to give neti potting a try, I don't know if that's a word, check out this neti salt for sure, and I will also try to find a link for my neti pot. My next favorite is this gray sweater that I'm wearing today, and I recently became quite obsessed with the color gray. I don't know why, but whenever I go shopping, my eyes just gravitate towards everything gray. So I picked up this sweater a couple of months ago from the store called TNA. It's very big in Canada, and I love it so much. It's so soft and so cozy. I just want to wear it all the time. And lastly, I wanted to show you my productivity planner. This is the product developed by Mimi and Alex Icon and their friend UJ. I've been following Mimi and Alex for such a long time. They've actually inspired me to create a YouTube channel and start my own business. I've loved using their 5-minute journal, so when I heard that they came up with this new product for productivity, I absolutely had to get it, because having your own business and having a YouTube channel allows you to work from home, which is the best part. But in my case, it's also the worst part, because I've struggled with being productive for such a long time. I have to say that this little black book is amazing. My productivity has improved dramatically ever since I started using it, and I'm just happier as a result, because when you get things done, you just feel so good. It's really simple to use. Basically, every day you write down 5 tasks that you want to accomplish, and you rank them from the most important to the least important. And the trick is that you cannot start task number 2 until you finish the previous task. They also use the Pomodoro technique, which is basically working in 25-minute increments, and during those 25 minutes you're supposed to eliminate all the distractions and just focus on the task. You cannot do anything else. So far it's been working wonderfully for me. My only wish is that they came out with it earlier. So these are all of the favorites that I wanted to share with you today. As always, if you know any cool products that you think I should try, leave them for me in the comment section down below. I love you very much. I will see you in my next video. Bye!